It is only when we truly know and understand we have limited time on earth, and we have no way of knowing when our time is up, that we will begin to live each day to the fullest, as if it were the only one we have. "20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. The purpose of life, after all, is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for a newer and richer experience. To those who stay put, the world is but an imaginary place. But to the movers, the makers, and the shakers, the world is all around, an endless invitation. So the only question left to ask yourself is, where should you go now?"
Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you may be around the world. Ali Madawi here with you in a brand new installment of Yap Daily, and I'm back like I never left. Oh my goodness, today I got a good one for you, and I think you're going to appreciate it. See, we live in a digital world, in a social media world, a world where everyone can be whatever they want, a world where you can fake it and say that you are the richest man in the world, the richest woman in the world, that you are the best of the best, that you sold 10,000 copies of a book while you really did nothing. But with that, it is a world where there's a lot of abundance and a lot of people who are making a lot of impact. Today's topic is going to educate you on the difference between the expert and the wannabes. And the reason I picked this topic today, so if you are and hoping to be an entrepreneur, an influencer, a digital marketer, a coach, a mentor to others, that you're doing it the right way, because I'm going to show you why 99% never make a dime. Well, let me rephrase that. 95% never make a dime. And out of those top 5%, 4% or less literally make nothing. And I mean, just barely to put gas in a car. And that 1% are actually doing it the right ethical way. So here we go. First and foremost, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be around the world. Let me know in the chat, in the comment, because I will give you a whole lot of love and interact with you as well. Okay, let me give you the very first piece that I mean, and by the way, I got like 25 bullet points that will help you either adjust or even for yourself to spot the real from the fake, right? The haves from the have-nots. And the reason I share this with you again, it isn't to be pessimistic, negative. I was in the coaches world, and I'm still in some way involved, because we have an entrepreneurial community we call the Young Entrepreneur Project, where we truly, legitimately, and factually help people start, grow, or scale a business. We don't just talk about it, we are about it. And so let's go about it. Hype versus experts. Y'all ready? If you're ready, let me know. The very first thing is, a hype marketer will do everything to teach you all things, as I drop this, to teach you all things about hacks, shortcuts, the cheap way. Man, let me tell you. See, I'm all about bootstrapping when it's appropriate. I'm all about operating on a budget. But when you have someone that is self-proclaimed to be the guru of ultimate gurus, that keeps telling you things like, just go for the free application, just download the free this, just go the cheap route, that individual himself or herself are not operating at the high level that you would want. I mean, is that really who you're following? Someone who's selling you just go buy pre-used tires, from the corner store? Like, if you hear that, that is a 911 red flag. Run away to the other side, because you are being led with someone who doesn't even understand how to create success and or wealth for themselves. Because me personally, I respect myself enough that if I'm going to do something, I want the cream of the best of the best. I want it all. I value myself enough that I want the Ferrari of all Ferraris, not because I'm irresponsible with money or I like to spend money, but I will do everything that I can to get the best thing that gives me the best value for my business to be effective and efficient. So if you hear things like, "Hey, I'm going to show you how to cheat the system. I'm going to teach you how to do it the cheap way." I'm sorry to tell you, the person who's leading you is probably not leading you on the right path. Now, if you're saying stuff like that, you need to have a self-evaluation onto what you are doing, what you are offering, right? How you are offering, why even you are offering it. The hype from the expert, they operate on scarcity. Oh, only 2 days, and then I'm taking this away from you. Only 2 days, and you won't be able to get in. So again, the reason that individual is doing is because they understand one thing well, and I give them credit on that. They understand the human anatomy. They understand how human brain functions. They understand if I tell them I will take it away from you and 10x the price 2 days later, many people who don't know enough will spend enough money for me to eat today, so I don't be broke again another week, right? And that's why they operate on that. See, folks, I don't know if you heard, but there's this thing we call Yup Daily, where we bring multi-million-dollar earners every single day from 11 a.m. to about 11:20 to 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, and we give abundantly. And we are broadcasting on LinkedIn, we are broadcasting on YouTube, we are broadcasting on Twitter, every fan page, every business page, every group on Facebook as we speak. And I'm not asking you for anything. Just take it all, apply it as you see fit. So I don't have any hidden agenda to get money out of your pocket. I truly and genuinely just want you to succeed. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't operate a nonprofit. I do have a business. And with the qualified, keyword, qualified individuals, I will talk business. But for the masses that I'm still trying to interact with and who just need a little bit of help, I'm here along with my best friends that you see here every single day. We deliver, and deliver. So if you hear the whole scarcity mentality, unfortunately, you have somebody who's just trying to get a quick dollar out of you. They themselves don't have the results they're selling you. My goodness, let me tell you this. This probably, in the crypto world or in the investor trader world, I learned this term about a month ago. It's called demo flexing. People who create like just demo accounts that don't have real money on them, and they keep on. Normally, that's there to learn, to educate yourself, right? You keep trying different scenarios to learn strategies. Well, many people take screenshots saying, "Look, I made $3,000 in 1 hour last month, and you should start using me as a mentor for you as a trader, a trading mentor," right? So that's demo flexing. I just learned that. Network marketers, yeah, there's a lot of claims and hype and hyperbole, as they call it. Coaches, you are the ultimate no doers in this space. You know how many people that they're selling what they have never used? They are claiming what they have never had. They're telling you they're going to create for you what you desire and deserve, but they've never actually even imagined it possible for themselves. Why? Because again, they understand the human brain. If I can just tap into his or her emotion, I could probably get them to spend money. They're good at learning songs, right? They learn a lullaby from someone else who actually wrote that lullaby, who produced that lullaby, who made money globally with that lullaby, and they keep singing it to you over and over and over and over and over until you start believing that, wow, they're really good at this lullaby stuff. But they've never actually experienced the results that they are selling. Now, there are a few ways that you can identify this. And truth of the matter is, if you just take one quick peek at their social media or the way they're living their life or the terms or the mindset that they operate on, you can figure out real quick this person is not operating as what they claim. It's easy to quote somebody, right? It's easy for me to say, the higher the risk, the higher the rewards. Yeah, that's cute. But have you actually operated on that level? Now, again, the reason I'm sharing these bullet points with you is that if you yourself wanted to operate and start becoming an influencer, a coach, or a digital marketer, or any of that space, you want to do it right or don't do it at all, because people like myself who actually are making some decent money in this internet thing, they're going to call you out. And when we call you out, that means that you're just trying to take advantage of people. And that's just not okay, right? So make sure you're doing this thing right. And on the other side of the conversation, if you yourself are considering to hire somebody, I'm giving you some telltales to make sure that you have the right person working with you. Their passion is very short term. So the passion that they operate in is very short term. This is the person who, jumps, skip and a hop from one business to another, from one opportunity to another, from one quick side gig to another quick side gig. They're just going like, turn it around. Let's go. We did 10 days here. Oh, here's another gig. There. Oh, here's another campaign. Here's another speaking thing. Here's another affiliate link. Here's another. And they're just burning and turning and burning and turning. I know many people who do this as if it's the regular, the norm, a strategy. It is terrible because, again, you understand human beings and you are relentless at talking to the masses. God bless. Those are two things that you should have as an influencer, coach, or digital marketer. What you are doing wrong, though, is you are shortcutting individuals and getting them to invest in you while you never cared about them in the first place. So their passion is very short term. Make sure you are working and identifying that passion, okay? Making sure you do so the right way the first time. They make excuses and blame others. See, I used to be this guy, by the way. I used to blame previous network marketing companies that have failed me. Oh, the reason I'm not successful is because I was part of 3 companies and they did this and they did this and they did that. It was another upline that I had and he made me look bad. Oh, no, the president of the company who did this and did that. That company did. And I used to blame all the time. And the blame only hurts the blamer. The blame only showcases the weakness of the individual that is speaking it out loud. So if you hear your so-called coach guru blaming elsewhere other than owning it and taking responsibility, now don't get me wrong, you may have been dealt a bad hand, and that's okay. But what's not okay is to dwell on that bad hand for like 3 years to follow and claiming and blaming it. That's the reason I'm not successful. Next, they study their craft. They don't study their craft or the audience that they're communicating with. I'm a victim of that every single day. See, every single day, there's one innocent soul who comes to me and says to me, hey, I can help you generate 20,000 followers in Instagram within 1 week. And then that beautiful soul has no idea who they're talking to, meaning they didn't do any homework on who I am and what I do and what I've done and the little bit that I understand and learn. And then I click on their profile and see they have 3 followers. And I'm like, dude, you're selling me something you yourself are not using. Oh, no, that's just a business profile. Here are the profiles of the people that we worked with. And he will send me random individuals or she will send me random individuals, right? The same thing happens in coaches world. I'm going to teach you how to make $10,000 in 90 days, a month. Okay, that sounds cute. With all the respect. And fortunately, you don't know who you're talking to. And $10,000 a month for me is a major, major discount. Like you are literally making me feel like, are you really talking to me about $10,000 a month? Now, I'm not trying to sound braggadocious. I'm saying that if you are going to approach an individual, you better do your homework. If you are about to approach a community, you better do your homework. If you are about to approach an organization, an industry, you better do your homework. And if you don't study the community, the industry, the organization that you are about to interact with, you have made a whole lot of mistakes because you're going to look like an amateur who has no idea what you're talking about. Again, many people will go and do a Google search or look at a blog somewhere and come like, okay, I'm prepared. I got everything ready. While in reality, you were never ready in the first place because I can spot you a minute away. Okay. All right. Next, they don't compete. They just camouflage. This right here, they love to be in pictures with real top earners, right? Like, oh, here's Mr. John Doe. Let me take a picture with him because if I'm in the picture with John Doe, I'm just as successful as John Doe. Here's the thing. It's okay to be in association with people that you look up to, but it is not okay for you to claim that you are part of that success if you did not put the work. See, without the hard work, I mean, it's like you can claim that you are a great dancer until we get in the dance floor, and you may still show some moves because there's a bunch of us all dancing together. But the moment we do the circle and we isolate you in the middle by yourself to dance, well, that's when we really get to know if you are a good dancer or not, right? It is the same thing in the world of coaches, of mentors. of influencers, digital marketers, it is important for you to compete, because here's what I will tell you. Here's the Michael Jordan in me. You ready for this? I'm going to study you. I'm going to understand your greatness and your weakness, and I'm coming for you. Now, that's not me being malicious or being angry. That's just the kind of competing person that I am. I want all the championships. I mean, if we're not playing for the championship, why are we playing at all? See, 2 weeks ago, I looked up the top 100 earners in the network marketing space. And then I looked up the number one. It is a Norwegian couple, and they make about 22 to 20. Well, that was last year. So last year, they made $22 million in one calendar year. That was take home profit. I was like, okay, I'll see you in a year. That's my, like, that's how I operate. See, there are many people who camouflage and claim to be coaches, mentors, and gurus, but they don't actually compete. They just exist. They're like, I'm just going to be here, and hopefully somebody sends me some money through my funnel, right? So don't camouflage. Make sure that you compete, because when you compete, you start looking attractive to the masses. That's when people really know what to expect. The people who hype up, they don't even know how to build a business. See, specifically here for quote unquote network marketers who get developed to be gurus or whatever they call self proclaim themselves, unfortunately, they don't even understand how to create a profit and loss sheet. They don't understand how to create a cost of product. They don't understand how to create projections. And then they're like, okay, I'm going to sell a coaching program for $1,000. And then they realize I'm not making any money. Hey, I made that mistake, by the way. I was there. One guy, that was me back in 2015. I was selling stuff left and right and working 16-hour days, not making a dime. And I'm like, man, I don't get it. Well, because I had to hire a web developer, because I had to hire a graphic designer, because I had to hire a virtual assistant, because I had to hire a CPA to keep me in check, because I had to hire and buy all these programs and all these softwares. And it keeps adding up and adding up and added up. And I only got 2 coaching clients. And I was like, all right, $2,000 in, $3,000 out. I don't understand. See, what it was is I did not understand what it meant to build a business. I was just a guy hyping up and marketing something that I thought was sellable. But it is all about being an entrepreneur. See, in my business, I am the product. I am the brand. My name, my reputation, the stuff that I put out is the actual service delivered. But I have to be a businessman, not a product. Once I understood that and started learning and understanding and getting real mentorship, not hyped up marketers, but real mentorship on, hey, can you teach me how to build a profit and losses? Can you educate me on how to create projections? Can you educate me on how to balance my budget? And then I started delegating and building a team around me and so on and so forth. Many people, unfortunately, don't even understand how to do that. And they wonder why they're still broke. They lie to themselves. This right here, ooh, I know. You love that dopamine. I am great. I am amazing. I am fantastic. I am lying to myself. There's a difference between affirmation and not doing the work and just proclaiming that you are doing it. Okay. It is very important for you and I to stop lying to ourselves. If you suck at something, you got to accept that responsibility that I'm not good at something. See, I'm not good at sitting down through a full course and learning something. Like I'm trying to learn trading right now, and it is a weakness of mine to sit through a whole course and take notes and be a traditional student, if you will. Me, I'm all about quick learn, seminar, get excited, move on. Quick learn, seminar, get excited, move on. Right? I listen to a lot of audiobooks. I am continually feeding myself, but the idea of me sitting down and learning Forex for 2.5 hours in a row and taking notes, that's a weakness of mine. I'm working on it, right? But I identify it as a weakness of mine. There are many people who actually lie to themselves. Again, they take a couple of bullet points from a couple of blogs and they show up and they say, hey, I'm a self-proclaimed guru. I know everything, and everything that I say is absolutely original. Everything that I do, I have done in the past, and everything that I claim I have made. Well, in reality, you're kind of living in a shack and you're not making any money, and hopefully mommy and daddy are still bailing you out. Now, ain't nothing wrong with being in that circumstance. What's wrong is that you're lying to yourself and everybody around you. You're leading people to believe that you got it made, the fake it to make it mindset. And you're going to get caught. and you're going to burn your credibility. And then you're definitely out of the mix. So I encourage you, I ask of you, do it right or don't do it at all. They have zero awareness of their weaknesses or their strengths. I just talked about that. Zero awareness. They don't even realize that what they're doing is actually hurting them. Yeah, I dealt with so many individuals. I'll just talk to you about the last year to 2 years. And I've had individuals that they were mean, rude, brutal, horrible, bad etiquette. And they justified it with, oh, I'm a straight shooter. No, you're a rude human being and you make people feel bad about themselves. You're condescending. Like there's a difference between being a condescending person and a straight shooter. A straight shooter is saying like, how much is it going to cost me and how do you justify that cost? Because it doesn't make sense for me. A rude person is, what makes you think you can charge me that much? I don't think you're good enough anyways, right? That's a condescending person, like claiming things that you just feel like you're entitled about. So make sure that you understand the difference and have awareness of your strengths and weaknesses. They have zero uniqueness. They are a copycat of a copycat. You know this guy? You ready? Here's the script, every single coach. Wait. Don't skip this ad. Are you a network marketer? Do you want to know how to get 3 people per day who are qualified leads and will enroll in your business? Hi, my name is Ali Madawi, and I've coached 10,000 people make $10,000 in 10,000 seconds. And I'm here to give you the free course about blah, 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 blah. Click on the link below. I see you at the webinar. Sound familiar, doesn't it? Y'all do the same thing. You have no uniqueness. And that's why everybody sees you and I as the same. Like, oh my God, here's another hype marketer. Here's another guru. Here's another coach. Here's another ad. You got to identify your gift, your talent, your God-given uniqueness and let it shine. Let it shine. Okay? They fake it all. They fake their posts. They fake their backgrounds. They fake their stories. They fake their their bios. They fake their even me in action. My friend just took a picture of me. I wasn't even aware. Come on, dude. We all know you posed for that. There's a reason you're not a Grammy Award winner. There's a reason you're not an Oscar winner. You're a terrible actor. You need to make sure that you stop faking it. It is authenticity that lets the world connect with you, not the fake. No one connects with an art craft. No one connects with a poster. We connect with real human beings, with people who do real things. Why are you faking it? Just be you. Be you. I don't like to do photo shoots, by the way, for that reason. My sister is forcing me, you have to have content. I don't have enough pictures of you. I'm like, all right, well, just come around me. And when I'm working, you take whatever picture. Like, no, I need you to do a photo shoot. Fine. And when I do a photo shoot, I do this. They're like, no, I don't need the cheesy Ali. I need a professional photo shoot. I'm trying, but it's a hot button if you can't tell for me. Okay. They're at loss and struggle with purpose. They don't even understand what they're doing, why they're doing what they're doing. They're thinking it's for the money. And when you're chasing the money, by the way, it runs away from you. They are never decisive. You can tell a hype marketer, hey, I got a software that could literally organize and create an app and qualify everything for you. And it's only $3,500 and $150 every month. This is a hype marketer. Okay, well, let me do some math and I'll come back to you. This is an entrepreneur. Can you actually give me some legitimate profit and losses example and some scenarios so I can make an educated business decision? And when you do, I'll make an educated business decision. An educated business decision does not mean automatically saying yes. It means the timing isn't right. It means it does not fit my budget. That's all okay. Again, do not mistake my training in here. I'm not taking a doo-doo on a coach or a guru or digital marketers. I am tired of hearing people taken advantage of. I was taken advantage of. I was part of a group that took advantage of people and I had no idea. I didn't have the awareness that I have right now. So I don't care if this is offending the wrong person, because here's what I do know. If I say, here's how you spot a thief, and a thief gets mad at me, I don't think I'm the person to be upset at nighttime. I can go to sleep comfortable at nighttime because I've done right by the masses. Okay, so please do not confuse my message. Hype marketers, they are stuck on their own muck. They're like a fax machine. Oh no, I've done this, 1997. This is the way we do it. If you don't do it like this is how I work. This is how I operate. This is how I do things. No, you're just not innovative and you're not evolving and you're not growing, which is the complete reason why you should never teach, mentor anyone, because you are stuck in 1994, my man. You got to stop, put it down. If you're not willing to grow, you're not willing to lead. That's just how it works. No one uses the fax machine anymore. No one uses the VCR anymore. And please do not say I still do in the chat. I will call you out. They look to work less. Now, this right here is an easy spot. Oh, yeah, I just want to work 2 to 5 years and retire and go and sail on the beaches of the world. Let me tell you something, folks. I live my life to the fullest. My wife and I just had an amazing weekend in New York. We were in boats and in helicopters and in Broadway shows, and we did it all at the same time. I worked. In betweens, I had my phone calls, I had my Zooms, I had my sessions, I had my uncomfortable meetings, I had my hardcore meetings, I had my three-way calls. I've done it all while I enjoyed my life with my wife, because we are an entrepreneurial couple. We understand, we manage it all, right? So I don't look to work less. As a matter of fact, I pray to God that I get more opportunities to work more effectively and efficiently. This is why I keep hiring people and I delegate things to others so I can do more. Tony Robbins ain't sitting and saying, all right, well, my net worth is $600 million. I can back and relax and enjoy the show. No, he's doing still 300 Zooms, 300 sessions a year. Grant Cardone ain't sitting back and saying, all right, we did $2 billion of sales. Let's just relax. No, he's not. He's going even harder. Hype marketers, they look forward to make $3,000 a month and say, enough to pay the bills. I can relax now. No, that's the wrong way of going about it. Okay? They look forward. Hype marketers, man, I love you. Oh, it's all about automation, funnels, ads, emails, everything, and not do anything at all. And like, hey guys, look at me. I don't work. Why would you want to promote laziness? I want impact. If you're going to mentor me to impact more people. Mentor me to sponsor more kids. Mentor me to create more wealth for everybody around me. I love the quote from Jeff Bezos. He said, the reason why I have the opportunity to have $200 billion to my name every single year is because I created $800 billion to everyone around the world. Now, whether you like him or not, whether you think his operation is great or not, I don't care. But the fact that one guy that once upon a time had Amazon with spray paint on a wall, and he says, I'm going to change the way the world operates, is because, yes, he's worth 200 billion, but he created 800 billion to everyone else. He's still the minority on that. No, I know what you're going to say. No, how is he minority? Right. One person versus one person, but he still created it. Elon Musk, same exact thing. Tesla, $1 trillion company. Yeah, the guy's got $300 billion right now. Oh, man, good for you. But he created $700 billion of wealth and impact around the world. He's making ways for us to dominate in Mars. That is impact. They don't look for automation, relax, and enjoy the show and do nothing. Hype marketers lack emotional intelligence. Now, don't confuse emotion with emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is that, and there's a whole training that I can do on this, but you are in control of your high emotions and your low emotions. They don't have a control on that. When money is low, they are terrified, scared. They start cutting down on everything. They start canceling stuff. They stop doing Facebook Lives. They start and then when things get a little tiny bit better, or they get a loan finally, right, at 70% interest rate, bad loans. Now, hey guys, I'm back, and look at the new system that I have, and I have a brand new course, and I'm back like I never left. No, do it right or don't do it at all. You got to have emotional intelligence. You got to work on that, folks. They lack compassion and relatability to their audience. I don't care. I'm wealthy. I'm a top earner. I don't care. I'm a top trainer. I don't work with anybody. I only work with people who spend $10,000 a month. That right there is the reason why I know for a fact you ain't making it. You're not. You don't have it within you. See, I come here every single day, and if I'm not here, I make sure one of our colleagues are in here training and coaching every single day, and not a single dime is invested in here. This is public for everybody. You can share it, you can tag it, you can give it to your communities, you can record it and watch it all over again, because I'm on a mission to remove hype out of marketing. Wink. Okay. They hype well and lack the big vision and the big dream. Again, I've worked with people who know how to make $10,000 a month. They really do, but they also lose it the very next month. They don't have a big vision. They don't have a big dream. They don't understand to reinvest. There's a reason I live on 20% of my income, is because I have a bigger vision on where I am right now, and I know I have to be prepared to invest on that big vision. I have a big community around me that I need to invest on. I need people that I got to hire still. So I see bigger things in the horizon than where we are right now. Hype marketers, they lack that big vision. They lack that big dream. They don't look at opportunities. They only look at obstacles. Oh, the reason I'm not John Melton and Nadia Melton is because the reason I'm not Bob Heilig and Ray Higdon is because, like, they just make up obstacles. Let me tell you a story. Uber. Uber was in Shark Tank. And Uber was in Shark Tank. They didn't even actually, I don't think they even made the cut on the show, but they were in the behind the scene because there's 2 layers of Shark Tank. And Mark Cuban was pushing hardcore on the CEO of Uber. It was called Uber Cab at the time. And he said, you're going to deal with regulations. You're going to deal with the associations. You're going to deal with like state regulators. You're going to deal with this. You're going to deal with that. He never called this. It's a documented conversation that Mark Cuban talks about. Mark Cuban said, he didn't even come back. He didn't even call me back. He didn't say, hey, here is why. He just left. And we know what Uber has become. See, while Mark Cuban, the billionaire, was focusing on obstacles, the CEO of Uber focused on the opportunity. Hype marketers don't understand opportunity. They only see obstacles. And like, okay, if I can just make a little bit more money, I'll spend another $10 on ads so I can tell everybody how they make $10,000 a month that I've never made. Stop being a hype marketer. They don't enjoy life or play big. You can tell a hype marketer, their scarcity mentality keeps them broke living, not broken money, but just broke living. You got to stop with the hype. You got to start living a little. I mean, listen, I'll tell you again, you folks, you know me, I speak a lot in examples and analogies. I was in New York with my wife, and as we are going through New York, there are every single person trying to, yellow jackets, blue jackets, red jackets for the tour buses, right, in Manhattan. And they all are saying the same thing. Here's why ours is better, and here's what we're going to give you that's different. And God bless them. They're hustling in the streets of New York, right? And then I look up and I see a big, beautiful, shiny, ad in 4K, it's Times Square. Helicopter ride. Get a full private 30 minutes, yada, 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 yada. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I'm going for. What was the difference? You may ask, right? The difference is there was this guy who's playing it very, very small, who looks raggedy, unfortunately, and they're like, fighting for one little dime to make an extra $15. Again, I'm not taking a dig. I was homeless. I was broke. I was in the streets. I understand all of that. But what caught my eye is the documented experience, not what the person that is broke telling me in the streets. So I went for the helicopter. Costs a lot more? Sure. Was it worth it? 120%. And I'll do it again and again and again, right? Okay. They don't even try to outwork everyone. Hype marketers, especially folks, top earners. I love you, but I'm telling you, like I'm coming up because I'm just outworking you. That's literally all there is to it. Like you can do all the hype that you want, but it's all coming down to what you're doing when no one is watching. How much impact are you doing when no one is watching? You got to focus. Last but not least, and this is important, hype marketers bash and always do. They bash the hand that fed them. They bash the hand that fed them. I had an individual, and I'll close with this. I had an individual a few months ago, actually a lot longer than a few months ago, that asked for a lot of things that I try to give, right? And the individual started just bashing everyone that I know for a fact helped them, gave them, assisted them, paid for them, paid them, gave them things extra over and beyond. And they were still bashing that very same hand that fed them. And I was like, man, and you get on social media and you talk about loving people and forgiving people and living on purpose and being a servant of God and being a servant of the masses. See, that's a hype marketer. A hype marketer is a hypocrite. A hype marketer never had the result. I pray that I annoyed you and frustrated you enough that you make a pivot, an adjustment, that you feel uncomfortable next time you think about hyping up. And I hope that I've given you enough of all the lights on this industry that I love. Coaches, trainers, gurus, network marketers, influencers, let's do it right. The truth is good enough. I see your value. Where I get upset is I know that you don't got it and you're hyping it up. When you are claiming with your $127 in your hand, yay, just checked it out. When you're demo flexing, that is a no-no. I don't brag about our team. I let our documentation do so. Livia Fisher-Kane took UFC, documented, from $0 to $4 billion. UFC. I don't think I have to tell you anything else after that. Kevin Harrington, original shark from Shark Tank. I don't think I got to tell you anything after that. Corey Cromray, look up that name. $34 million of revenue for one company in 10 months. Documented. Jimmy Ezel. I can go on and on and on and on. They don't hype up. They don't need to impress you. They don't go on social media 10 times a day and create a picture on Canva pretending to be something they're not. They just do what they do, and they get documented for it. I love you. And until tomorrow, you have yourselves an amazing day. Peace out, everybody.